Good evening. Today my guest is the Speaker of the Eduskunta, the Parliament of the Republic of Finland, His Excellency Mr. Jussi Halla-Aho. Good evening, Mr. Halla-Aho. Thanks for accepting the interview request. Great, and welcome to Armenia. Finland's commitment to neutrality and diplomacy has been globally recognized. How can Armenia adopt similar principles to navigate its complex geopolitical environment?
Yes, indeed, Finland and Armenia share many historical and geographic similarities. Just like your country, we were once part of the Russian Empire, and during the years of the Cold War, after the Second World War, neutrality was imposed on us because of the geopolitical situation at the time. And even after the collapse of the Soviet Union, Finland decided to stay outside of the NATO. The way of our thinking was that the best way to safeguard our vital and permanent national interests is to, on the one hand, cooperate as closely as possible with the West and NATO countries, but on the other hand, to avoid any actions that might be considered provocative by Moscow. That strategy unfortunately failed, and after the invasion of Ukraine in 2022, we understood more clearly that Russia has unfortunately imperialistic ambitions, and our national deterrence may not be enough to deter those ambitions.
And what role do you see Finland playing in supporting Armenia's democratic journey and regional stability?
Finland fully supports the EU and other Western aspirations of Armenia. You can count on that. But at the same time, whether it's Armenia or any other candidate country, we emphasize the need to adhere strictly to the existing membership criteria. This is not only in our interests and in the interests of the European Union, but first and foremost, it's in the interest of the Armenian society that you build a more resilient and a stronger and internally cohesive society that will make Armenia less vulnerable to the ambitions of any hostile actor.
And what about the cooperation between Finland and Armenia? What areas of cooperation between our countries hold the most potential for growth, particularly in education and innovation?
We have achieved some successes in the area of education, and we are very glad to share our experiences if you are interested in them. In terms of trade and other cooperation, Armenia is a small country and it is logistically challenging, unfortunately, and consequently the trade between our countries is not as large as it could be, and there is very much potential for growth, both in terms of imports and exports.
And what insights can Finland share from its experience in fostering regional cooperation within the Nordic region that could be applicable also to South Caucasus?
The Nordic region is called the most integrated region in the world, and in many respects this is true. We have functioning platforms for cooperation in all areas of life between the five Nordic countries, and also between the Nordic countries and the three Baltic countries. Estonia is an especially important partner for Finland, and I believe having this close cooperation was very beneficial for Estonia when they were in the process of joining the European Union. And on the other hand, when we decided to join NATO in 2022, having this close connection with Estonia, who had been members for a long time, it was very helpful for us. I'm very glad that there are some positive signs and light in the end of the tunnel when it comes to the conflict, unfortunately very long conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and by extension between Armenia and Turkey. We believe that it's in the interest of all these countries to find a permanent settlement which is beneficial and acceptable to all parties. That would be very important, for example, to improve the logistical connections between Armenia and the European Union, but it would also remove this ever-looming threat which has been hanging over Armenia for the past 35 years.
Thanks for the interview, Mr. Halla-Aho.
Thank you.
Today my guest was the Speaker of the Eduskunta, the Parliament of the Republic of Finland, His Excellency Mr. Jussi Halla-Aho. Thanks for watching us.